Unit 2 Traffic Engineering and Signaling Part 1. So first is the introduction to telecommunication traffic. In the design of telecommunication system, initial design must be made regarding its size in order to obtain the desired capacity. Need to estimate the traffic amount and thus number of trunks provided. In telegraphic engineering, trunk is any entity that will carry one call. The entity can be international circuit, thousands of kilometers, or wire in between the switches which has in few meters. The number of trunks to be provided obviously depends on the traffic to be carried. It must be sufficient for the busiest time. However, this will result in most equipment idling during non-busy hours. The teletraffic theory is defined as the application of probability theory to the solution of problems consisting of planning, performance, evaluation, operation, and maintenance of telecommunication system. The term telecommunication traffic covers all the types of data communication traffic and telecommunication traffic. In telecommunication traffic theory, the term trunk refers to any quantity that will carry one call, and the arrangement of the trunks and switches in telecommunication system is known as trunking. The number of trunks depend on the amount of traffic to be handled of the day. Busy hour, it is 1 hour period of the day that corresponds to the peak traffic load. In the analysis of trunking theory, busy hour traffic consideration is very important. The main aim of the telecommunication traffic theory is to design the cost-effective system with predefined grade of service. It also specifies controlling methods to maintain actual grade of service and suggests necessary actions in case of congestion in the network. So, telegraphic theory is defined as the application of probability theory to the solution of the problem concerning planning, performance evaluation, operation, and maintenance of telecommunication system. The term teletraffic covers all kind of data communication traffic and the telecommunication traffic. So, traffic. The traffic intensity means sometimes referred simply as a traffic is defined as the average number of calls in progress simultaneously during a particular period of time. It is dimensionless, but a name has been given to the unit of traffic as Erlang. Erlang, that is E, named after A.K. Erlang, the Danish pioneer in traffic theory. One Erlang, it represents the amount of traffic carried by a trunk that is completely occupied. That is 1 call hour per hour or 1 call minute per minute. Unit of telephone traffic. The traffic intensity is measured in two ways. The first unit is E Erlang. It represents one circuit occupied for 1 hour. The maximum capacity of single server or channel is 1 Erlang, that is, server is always busy. It is used to represent a traffic intensity for the present network such as voice or data, etc. So, traffic intensity is defined as the average number of calls in progress, and it is a measure of channel time utilization. The next is sent call seconds, that is CCS. It is used to measure the amount of traffic expressed in units of 100 seconds. Also referred as 100 call seconds, sometimes expressed in call minute. It is valid only in telephone circuit. Relation between the Erlang CS and CM is 1 Erlang is 36 CCS, that is 3600 CS. CS means call seconds, that is 60 CM, that is call minute. For example, a subscriber make 3 phone calls for 4 minutes, 3 minutes and 3 minute duration in 1 hour period. Then estimate the subscriber traffic in airlines, CCS and CM. Now what is the busy period? He called for the 4, 3 and 3 minutes, that is 4 plus 3 plus 3 minutes. This is the busy period. So total period is 60 minutes, that is 1 hour. In total 1 hour period or 60-minute period, he has a busy time is 4 plus 3 plus 3. So the subscriber traffic in airline is busy period divided by total period, so it is 0.016 E. Now traffic in CCS is busy period into 60 divided by 100, that is 6 CCS, and in CM it is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 3 plus 3, that is 10 CM. CM means call minute. Now traffic in a telecommunication traffic can be expressed in terms of intensity of traffic and traffic volume. Now intensity of traffic means the instantaneous traffic intensity in a pool resources is the number of busy resources at a given instant of time. The instantaneous traffic intensity in a pool of resource is given is the number of busy resources Now there are some concepts related to this. Arrival rate, that is the arrival rate is the number of calls that will arrive at a facility during a finite time period. The Greek letter lambda is generally used to represent arrival rate. The distribution of the call to server group will vary with the source. People calling to a line group often do so at random with each call independent of the others. This is called a Poisson's arrival process and is the most common assumption used in traffic engineering for the distribution of the call arrival. Next is the blocked or the blocking calls. The blocking occurs whenever the number of call in or out exceeds the number of facilities, that is lines, trunks, agents, operators available to support them. A blocked call is given a busy signal which require the caller to disconnect and try again. The blocking probability is expressed as the percentage of linear. For example, one call in 100 blocked, it is expressed as p.01, that is 1% of the output call will expect to be blocked. So block calls can also be called as lost calls. The call which cannot be completed at the time of request due to the congestion are called blocked or lost calls. CCS, that is centum calls second. This is a measure of telephone traffic in 100-second increments. It originates in the early days of the electromechanical switching and was developed to make the traffic volume quantities more magnetable. For example, 10 minutes of traffic is equal to 600 seconds. So 60 into 10, it is 6 CCS. Next is holding time. Holding time is the call length or call overhead time plus queuing time, if any. Overhead includes the activities necessary on the transmit or receive sides of the call. Outgoing calls incur different activities than do something calls. So holding time means it is defined as the duration of the call. There are some more concepts like setup time. Setup time means the time required to allocate the trunk radio channel to the requesting subscriber is called setup call or setup time. Now what is load? Load, it is the traffic intensity across the entire trunk radio system measured in earner. Grade of service, that is GOS. This is a measure of congestion which is specified as the probability of the cell being blocked or call being delayed beyond certain amount of time. Now what is request rate? It is the average number of call requests per unit time denoted by lambda second. Grade of GOS, that is grade of service. This is a measure of congestion which is specified as the probability of the call being blocked or call being delayed beyond certain amount of time. Now request rate. It is the average number of call requests per unit time denoted by lambda second. So the traffic intensity is given by A equal to U into AU. What is U? It is number of users. What is AU? Traffic intensity per user. What is A? So it is lambda H. So A is equal to CH by T, where C is average number of calls arriving during the time T. Next is congestion. When all trunks in the trunk system are busy and it cannot accept any call request, then this situation is called as a congestion. So it is an uneconomic to provide sufficient equipment to carry all the traffic that could possibly offer to a telecommunication system. In telephone exchange, it is possible that all subscribers make calls simultaneously. The cost of the meeting, the demand is prohibitive. Therefore, there is a possibility that all trunks in a group of trunk are busy congestion. There are two types of telecommunication system: lost call system and delay queuing or delay or queuing system. So in message switching system, in the case of congestion, messages wait in a queue rather than getting lost. Such a system are called as delay system or the queuing system. What is delay or queuing system? In message switching system, in the case of congestion, message wait in the queue rather than getting lost. Such a system are called as delay system or queuing system. And in circuit switch system, all the requests during the congestion are denied. Such a system are called as lost call system. Hence, in lost call system, traffic carried is equal to traffic offer minus traffic lost. So, grade of service is the measure of congestion. What is grade of service? It is the measure of congestion. For the lost call system, the grade of service or GOS is given by B equal to number of calls lost divided by number of calls offered. So B equal to the traffic loss by offered traffic. Larger the grade of service, poorer is the system. And GOS is generally specified for busy hour traffic. So in delay system, calls coming in during the congestion wait in a queue, and in loss the call will be just dropped. The telephone systems are normally the lost call system. In such a system, traffic carried is equal to traffic offered minus traffic lost. The proportion of the calls that is lost or delayed due to the congestion is the measure of the quality of the service provided. It is called grade of service. B is the propagation of the time for which congestion exists. If traffic A airline is offered to a group of trunk having a GOS that is grade of service B, the traffic lost is A0B and the traffic carried is AC is equal to A0 into 1 minus B. The larger the GOS, the worse is the service given. If GOS is too large, it will result in many users unable to make the successive call and thus dissatisfied. If GOS is too small, unnecessary expenditure on equipment which is rarely used is made. In practice, GOS is higher for more expensive trunks. Next is traffic measurement. In order to implement the smooth service in trunk system, the information regarding busy hour traffic is necessary. In case where the system is getting overload, additional equipment installation or the additional infrastructure changes are required. For this record of busy hours traffic, holding time etc. is highly important. The traffic measurement at regular interval is always necessary. The measurement of the traffic within a network allows a network managers and analysts to both make a day-to-day decisions about operations and plan for a long-term development. These measurements are conducted on a continuous basis and the results compiled into the reports for for further network management. Traffic measurement are used in many fundamental activities such as calculating traffic intensity in specific circuit or group, identification of traffic pattern and trends, monitoring services, etc. The lost call system in telecommunication. The type of the system by which a blocked call is simply refused and is lost is called as lost system. Most notably, traditional analog telephone system simply block the calls from entering the system if no line available. Modern telephone network can statistically multiplex calls or even packetize for lower blocking at the cost of delay. In the case of data network, if dedicated buffer and the lines are not available, they block the call from entering the system. These two types differ in network way of obtaining solution for the problem and GOS. For the loss system, the GOS is probability of blocking. For the delay system, GOS is the probability of waiting. The airline determined the GOS, that is grade of service of loss system, having n trunks with offer traffic A with the following assumptions. The first is pure chance traffic. Statistical equilibrium and full availability. The calls which encounter congestion are lost. So this is a mathematical model. The first two are explained. A system with the collection of the lines is said to be fully accessible system if the lines are equally accessible to all in arriving call. For example, the trunk lines for the offer the calls are fully accessible line. The lost call The lost call assumption implies that any attempted call which encounter congestion is immediately cleared from the system. In such a case, the user may try again and it may cause a more traffic during the busy hour. So, pure chance traffic means for finding the it means that call arrivals and call terminations are independent random events. As the call arrival is random event, if it is independent of the previous calls, hence the traffic generally is referred as memoryless traffic. This assumption provides the results that the random event of the number of call arrivals has Poisson's distribution and in statistical equilibrium. The generation of the traffic is stationary random process. It means the probabilities do not change for the duration under the consideration. As a result, the mean number of calls are constant. This condition is generally true during the busy hour traffic. Hence, in way, if can be said that during busy hour, statistical equilibrium is obtained. Then the Markov process, it has a chain, means a discrete state random process is called chain. This Markov process is used to mathematically analyze the dependency among the random variables. Birth death process, in this there is a restriction that the state transitions of Markov chain can occur only to the adjacent state, that is movement from state k to k minus 1, and death is movement from the state k to k plus 1 birth. The Erlang law system may be defined by the following specification. First is the arrival process of the calls is assumed to be Poisson with rate of x calls per hour, and the holding time are assumed to be mutually independent and identically distributed random variables following an exponential distribution with 1 by u second. The calls are served in the order of arrival. There are three models of loss system. They are lost call cleared, lost call return, and lost call held. Using the traffic model described earlier, the Erlang determined the GOS, that is grade of service, of lost call system using interrupt when offered traffic is. So here lost call system diagram is shown here. Traffic offered and n outgoing trunks. The following assumptions are made: pure chance traffic, statistical equilibrium, and full availability. That is, every call arrive can be connected to any outgoing trunk which is free, and the calls that encounter congestion are dropped. Now there are some formulas for Erlang found that the probability x trunk is busy, which is given by px equal to a raised to x by x factorial, where n is large and it can be approximated as px equal to a raised to x e raised to minus 4 by x factorial. The probability of the lost call, which is the GOS, so B is equal to E1 n of A, which is equal to P of n. So the second equation allows to be computed for all the values of n interact with a group of 5 trunk is offered 2e of traffic. So find the grade of service, probability that only one trunk is busy, and the probability that one trunk is free, and the probability that at least one trunk is free. So formula for this is given here, and we substitute the values and we get 0.037. Next is traffic performance. If the offered traffic increases and the number of trunks and most obviously be increased to provide a given GOS. However, for the same trunk occupancy or utilization, the probability of finding all trunk busy is less for a large group of trunk than for a small group. Thus, for the given GOS, the trunk occupancy is higher in large group of trunk than small group. Large group is more efficient. This is the concept of trunking. This is the concept of trunking as explained earlier, the principle of concentration. It is more efficient to concentrate traffic onto a single large group of trunk. So to maintain the desired grade of service, the number of trunks n should also increase with the increment in offered load A. The probability of getting all the trunks busy is less for large group of trunk, and it is compared to a small group of trunks. Hence, there are more chances of obtaining a free trunk for a call request. Therefore, the large group of trunk system is more efficient. So, the penalty paid for the high efficiency of large group is that the GOS deteriorates more with traffic overload compared to the small group. So this graph shows the trunk occupies for full availability group of various sizes. The probability of getting all trunk busy is less for large group of trunk as compared to small group of trunk. Hence, there are more chances of obtaining a free trunk for call request. So, large group of trunk system is more efficient. Now, here this graph is shown for the full availability of trunk with the system GOS 0.002. It shows that the relationship between the total traffic A, average traffic per trunk AU, and the number of trunks N required for the same. Hence, from the example and graph, it can be said that for a given grade of service, a large number of trunks can have higher occupancy as compared to small group trunk. Therefore, handling of the single large group of trunk is recommended from than handling several small groups. For example, local exchange or tandem exchange. But the grade of service GOS is affected by the traffic overload in large group of trunks system. Now, this is the graph effect of overload on grade of service. Now, this graph shows the effect of overload on GOS with increasing number of trunk. Different groups of trunk all are designed to provide GOS 0.002 for their normal traffic as shown. For example, for a group of n equal to 5, percentage overload is 10%, GOS is 40%, and for n equal to 100, percentage overload is 10%, GOS is 550%. Hence, the traffic overload affects the GOS and thereby increases a lost call. Because of this, two GOS are signified for normal traffic and for normal traffic and conditions and for large traffic and conditions. For example, for the trunk group dimension to provide GOS of 0.002 at the normal load, 5 trunk group suffers GOS of 40% when traffic overload of 10% occur, while a 100 trunk group offers a 550 occur, increases in GOS. The most telecommunication operator adopt dual criteria. Two GOS are specified, one at normal traffic load and another at larger GOS for a given percentage of overload. The number of trunk provided is determined by which criteria require the greater number. So the distribution of traffic over trunk of group with sequential surge. This graph shows their trunks are allocated in sequential manner. That is, the trunk number 2 will be allotted only if trunk 1 is busy. Hence, the last number trunk is very less occupied and carries a very little traffic. The performance of such a sequential arrangement is considered offered traffic is A, GOS of single trunk group is n equal to 1. So B is equal to E1n of A, which is equal to A raised to n factorial summation B is equal to even n of A, which is equal to A raised to n factorial divided by summation k goes from 0 to n A raised to k by k factorial. So the final equation is EL1 of A is equal to A by 1 plus A. Now the traffic overflowing from the trunk 1 to trunk 2. So in next lecture we will see the second part of this is loss system in tandem, queuing theory, traffic table, queuing system, all these part. So this is all about the introduction of telecommunication traffic, its unit, congestion, traffic measurement, mathematical model, lost call system, and the traffic performance. Thank you.